everybody. Today we have beautiful gaming laptop, Asus Republic of Gamers Zephyrus M16 series. It's a GU604VI series laptop with Intel Core i9 13th gen processor and beautiful nVidia GeForce RTX 4070 graphics. Also beautiful screen, 240 Hz refresh rate. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Start with bottom screws. If the screws are tight, better use manual screwdriver. Otherwise, if you strict the screw head, you're gonna have bigger problem to get it out. Right, now we have to separate the bottom case from the palm rest. So find a place where you can put your tool in and then separate both parts. Use only plastic tool, otherwise you can scratch the other parts. Looks like there might be 2 more screws here. Alright, now the bottom's off. Look for the part number on the white sticker. And now we can access all the internal components. So start with disconnecting the battery. So slide that metal clip up. And now we can disconnect it. Now let's take it out. So if the battery is swollen or doesn't hold the charge, you can replace it. Now let's take it out. Here we have the model number for the battery. Alright, here under those covers, that's our RAM memory. One slot is empty, one occupied. So you can upgrade your memory or you could replace it if it doesn't work. Spread those arms and you can pull it out. That's the DDR5 memory. And to install it back, just put it back in. Press in and it's installed. Right. Here, that's our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot and tells you there is no boot device, or you would like to upgrade storage to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. So unscrew the screw, pull out the drive. That's the NVMe SSD drive. Here, those are our speakers. So if the sound is bad, you can replace your speakers. Disconnect from the motherboard. Now there are no screws, but that speaker may be covered actually by the motherboard. So let's leave it for later. So now let's look here. That's our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Gently disconnect the antenna wires. Now take out the screw on the top. And you can take out the card. Look for the model number on the top. Here, that's our cooling heatsink and fans. So if your laptop overheats and you would like to add cooling paste between the heatsink and the GPU or the processor, or if the fans don't spin or they make grinding noise or they are clogged with air, then you would like to replace them. So unscrew all the screws. Alright, now let's see if we can disconnect the fan from the motherboard. Sometimes if the cable is short, it's easier to disconnect after you take it out. Yeah, this side we will disconnect after we... Oh, actually, I was able to do that. So now let's unplug this cable. It's routed through the heatsink. That's the video cable. So just unplug it. So now let's lift the heatsink. Be careful, don't bend it. If you bend it, it won't work anymore. And it may be stuck to the processor or the GPU because of the cooling paste. So you have to be careful. Okay, this one's... Alright, it's coming. Alright, so that's our heatsink. Here we have the part number. Those are the fans. Look for the part number on the actual fan. Alright, now let's see. This is our DC power jack. So if your laptop isn't getting the power or that jack is physically broken, you can replace it. So disconnect from the motherboard. And unscrew this bracket. Actually, that's part of the hinge. So we have to unscrew the hinges to uncover our DC power jack. By the way, if you need parts, check gotlaptopparts.com. And if you don't feel like fixing your laptop, then you can always sell it at sellbroke.com, no matter if it's working or not. Right, so now gently unfold the hinges. This way you can disconnect the palm rest keyboard touchpad assembly from the screen. Now we can take out our DC power jack. Alright. And look for the part number on the sticker. Now let's take out our motherboard. So unscrew all the remaining screws. And now we can, oh, there's one more screw here. And here, that's our processor and the graphics. They both soldered on the motherboard. So if these don't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Right, so now let's take it out. Oh, we have keyboard connector here. So unplug it. I always close those clips. If you leave it open, then you can break it later. Now our touchpad and the backlit. Alright, so that's the motherboard with the processor and the graphics. Look for the part number on the actual motherboard. Let's see why our speaker... Okay, so the speakers are glued with adhesive. So there was nothing under the motherboard, they just glued. So and then follow the cable to the opposite speaker. Okay, so those are the speakers here, and then we have additional speakers. Alright, so that's the full set. Look for the part number on the white sticker. Now let's see if we can take out the touchpad. Alright, so this is how we can take out the touchpad and replace it. Here, that's our power button. You can also replace it if it doesn't work. Unscrew these two screws. So that's the power button board. Look for the part number here. Keyboard is held by these small screws, the whole bunch of them. So you could replace the keyboard, but very often it's sold like that with the palm rest. Now let's see how we can take out the screen. So start with front bezel. Once you find the gap, you can wiggle the plastic so you can disconnect all the clips. Luckily there is no adhesive. There is some adhesive on the bottom. So that's the front bezel. Look for the part number on the sticker. Now let's see. So that screen feels like it's glued with adhesive on the sides, but there is no pull tabs sticking out either on the bottom or either on the top. So I won't be taking the risk to take it out. Like, most likely it will crack. So yeah, it's hard to replace just the LCD. If you're lucky, look for the whole screen assembly on eBay or gotlaptopparts.com. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.